trust your ancestors. Because I don't know if you felt them today. I felt them all day today. And they had me moving all day. I'm not even hungry. They've been holding me up. But with no further ado, Mama Marimba, she's who she is. So I'm not gonna get into running a list of things down because I know that's not who she okay. She who she is. So at this point, and I do believe that she is the eldest in this room today, in this space. So give her a round of applause for that. Stand up.
Well, I'm going to thank you all for being here. But I want you to know how important it is for you to be here. Yeah. And also how important what you're doing here today is. I say that from the perspective of having been around a long time. Having been involved in what I will say this movement a long time. I say this movement as if it's all, one thing, but it has had different aspects, different trends, kind of. But for me, it's the movement. We said the movement when I was young, and we say the movement now. And Baba Imhotep will know what I mean when I say the movement, right? There are some things that Baba alluded to that are extremely important. And that is that something happened in the movement where you talk about the continuum, and you talk about continuity, you talk about a tradition, and it becomes a system that you keep going. I think it got off track. And I think that the brothers and sisters who were involved in that early stage, back in, what would that be, the 19th century? That the vision that they had, but also the love that they had, the commitment that they had to our people as a whole. And so what they came up with, we didn't follow. Something happened. And we lost ourselves, we lost our way. And so the leadership that came, say, after those in the Garvey movement of the 1920s lacked vision. There wasn't a vision and a sense of the imperative of us to do what we had to do and build for our people. Okay? And what happened was that those who were more accommodationists, who were trying to see possibilities in the Ma'afa, they became appointed as leadership. The media of the power structure projected them as leadership. Yeah. We accepted them as leadership. And so we lost the tradition that Baba has talked about so eloquently earlier today. We lost that. We lost our way. What you're doing here today is an opportunity for us to recapture the tradition of what I would call African sovereignty.
Yes.
Right.
And that tradition, what we think of is in terms of power. And I want you in all of your work, all of your deliberations, is to think of two things. One is power. Power's got to be in everything that we do.
Absolutely.
Because the context within which we are organizing, working, living, dealing is war.
Say it again, Mama. Say it again.
One more time.
So it's not enough just to say, oh, it'd be nice if we could do that, and we should do that, and people should treat us this way, and so forth. That's not what you do in war.
Yes.
Okay? In war, what you do is organize yourself to win. Organize yourself for victory.
That's right.
And so you pull together the strength. You look for the points of strength. Okay? And you get your children to think as soldiers. That's hard for us.
Hard.
But that's what we have to do. Okay? So I want you to think, as you do this, always realize, feel you are at war for your people. And it is a matter of life and death.
Yes.
That's what we're dealing with.
Definitely.
Baba said something earlier, talked about security, feeling secure. We think that we are safe. We want our children to be safe, secure. So what do? We send them to the enemy to go to school because we think that if they go to school, that'll make them safe. That's an illusion. In my African people cannot be safe. They cannot be secure. We have no security. There is one way for us to be secure, and that is through African power, which is African sovereignty. And that's the next thing I want you to keep in mind. It's got to be worldwide. For us, it's universal. Universally African. So in everything that you do, think in terms of the whole world of African people. And so what we will do, when we do this next time, we're going to make sure that we have Africans from all over the world. Okay, we're going to do that, because that's part of it. This is a process, y'all. This is a process. And in order to make a process work, you have to be in it, and you have to be committed to it. So you cannot stop this when you walk out of here on Sunday.
Teach me. Teach.
It's got to be a way of life.
Teach.
You have to live it.
Teach.
So those are the things that I want you to see. But I want also to understand, I've been disappointed. What I realized, and I'm going to name some names now. During the time of the Obama mania, you got me on that?
Yes.
Okay. I was one of the only voices
That's right.
that I heard
Me too.
that was like, no, you don't understand how dangerous this is. Because I realized what it would mean is they're saying, hey, we done it. We reached the mountaintop. We don't need no movement no more.
Right.
Right?
That's right, Mom.
But in arguing that to our people, and let me say this, I was arguing with people that I had worked with
Absolutely.
for years.
I remember well.
And I was like, you don't see this? So I was like really hurt, you know. But in arguing and in taking that position, it was like, I didn't have an alternative to tell people. I couldn't say, don't do that. That ain't the one for us. Because people, and people were saying, you know, finally our people are happy, our people, this is what you were working for in the South with the, you know, the boat and all of that. And I was like, no, no, you know. And you're against that. You're against the people being happy. How could you do that? But I didn't have an alternative to say, don't do that, do this. And you know why? Because as Bible said, we have retreated. We who think this way, the way we are here today, race first, we didn't have a structure. We didn't have an organization. We didn't have something to tell people, come on, we're for you. This is for you. Come into this. We had dropped the ball. We didn't have something. And so what you're doing here today is going to make a difference. Because it's going to say, here is something. It's not vague. You know, it's not unclear. It's not just words. It's not just rhetoric. But this is for real. We are building a system, right? And that system is going to bring us power. So that's what you're a part of. And so it's like making me feel like I felt when I was 22 when I decided I had to go to Mississippi because I had to be in the frame. You know what I mean? That's what you should be feeling now.
Yes.
Is that you're on the front lines. You're where you need to be, but you're also building that thing that's then you're going to be able to pass on and say to the children, instead of we sending them to them schools, you say, this is what you're born for. This is what you got to do. I got the place for you. So that's what you're doing. That's all I got to say.
Revolutionary love is how we gonna grow. Revolutionary love will protect us home. Revolutionary love.